The Kidney Walk kicks off on Vancouver Island this week, and today we're talking all about the need for kidney donations, what it means to receive one if you are one of those people who need one, and there's more than you think out there. We're going to talk about where the money goes and how you can get involved. On today's show, sailing away with the Van Isle 360, the changing role of fathers in a young child's life, and Kim Rock with your big ticket concert listings. That and more in the next 30 minutes. There are 21 kidney walks taking place across British Columbia this August, September, and October. 5 of those are taking place right here on Vancouver Island. We're going to tell you how you can participate and get involved in various capacities later on this edition of Go Island. 5 years ago, there were only 7 walks across the province. We're going to talk about the need and the growth for kidney donation and awareness, as I mentioned, later on this edition of Go Island. But we're starting things out aboard a Santa Cruz 70. The Van Isle 360 is currently underway, and Rayanne LaPlante had an opportunity to experience the first leg of that race. These sailboats are in the Port Hardy area now, and as Rayanne mentioned, the race will finish up here in Nanaimo on June the 22nd. If you'd like to track their process and live vicariously through those sailing around Vancouver Island, you can do so at vanile360.com. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. This is Mike Charlie, and I know a little bit about his story. We're going to share it with you. Why are you here today?
I'm here to help promote the Kidney Walk.
Why is that important that you do that?
Well, I'm a recipient of a transplant. I did dialysis for 6 years, and the last 2 years I was on a waiting list for a kidney transplant.
I read in some of the material that's been provided that people can spend up to 20 hours a week doing dialysis?
Yes, that's right.
What's that? How much time did you spend, and what's it like?
When I started, I spent 4.5 hours a day and 3 days a week.
And you just sit there?
Yeah, you just sit there and the machine will clean your system.
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
No, just when they put in the needles it hurts. Other than that, you're just sitting there, and luckily we have the units have TVs in there where we can watch TV while we're sitting there for the time we have to be.
And you were given a kidney?
Yes.
And you had the transplant on January 8th, 2011?
Yes.
Was there ever a time where you thought if you don't get this kidney you're going to die?
Well, during the 6 years, I doubted myself. Why am I here? Why is it worth it? You get in those moods once in a while during dialysis, and then luckily I was watching TV, and AP10, a native guy came on and he talked about his experience as a dialysis patient. Then he got a transplant,
and that gave you some hope.
Yeah, it picked up my mood, and then I, once in a while. Well, of course, once in a while you get kind of depressed of the situation. And
another statistics that I've read is that I think it was 250,000 people in Canada have kidney disease, but many of those people don't even know it.
No.
Were you one of those people that you didn't know how it was affecting you?
Mine was due to high blood pressure. The silent killer. It's a silent killer, and when I was diagnosed with it, my family doctor put me on meds, but I went on it for half a year feeling I was fine.
Right.
And then a year later I was back on high blood pressure pills because...
That's not what it was.
Yeah. It's just that I didn't know the seriousness of high blood pressure. So after the 3rd time I went to see my family doctor, he told me my kidneys were dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're one of the lucky ones
that
was able to catch it in time.
Yes.
What advice do you have for people who maybe don't take kidney disease, kidney failure, or things like blood pressure so seriously?
Well, all I say is once you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, look after it, because if you don't, you would end up like I was. I've been on dialysis for 6 years, and luckily the last 2 years I lost enough weight to get on the transplant list. Right. So also the ones that are diabetics, because that's once you're diabetic, the next thing to go is your kidneys. And if you don't look after yourself as a diabetic, then you'll be in a chair doing dialysis.
Mike, thank you.
Yes, you're
welcome. I think you just summed it up right there. Take care of yourself, people. It's worth it. The alternative is, well, leaving this world way too early. We're going to throw things down now to Sucheta Singh. It's called hyperhidrosis, and it means simply that you sweat and sweat and sweat too much. It's uncomfortable, it's embarrassing. But as Sucheta shows us next, there might be a permanent cure. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. It's Father's Day this weekend. You didn't forget, did you? Well, in order to celebrate the from June 14th to 16th, fishing without a license is not only legal, but it's actually encouraged thanks to BC's 14th annual Family Fishing Weekend. It's a province-wide initiative. I know there's a big event taking place at Westwood Lake from the 14th to the 16th, with Judge take you right through Father's Day. You can learn about ethical fishing techniques. You can release trout into Westwood Lake. You can talk to community organizations and exhibitors. There's search and rescue demos. You can get the kids in there with the dads, and it's just a great way to experience fishing without having to worry about licenses. There's other locations, of course, besides Westwood Lake, and you can get full details at gofish.com. We're going to come back on this edition of Go Island after a short break. We're talking about the importance of kidney donation. Still to come today on Go Island, celebrating fathers. They're not who or what they used to be. And Kim Rock with a big ticket giveaway. That and more still to come today on Go Island. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Virginia Blatchford is the lead singer with a band called Love Train. They've been performing at kidney walks throughout BC for the last 3-4 years. And you yourself have received a new kidney.
I have.
A life-saving event, I'm assuming.
For sure. I got that. My 3rd anniversary is next week, and I got my kidney from my best friend.
Wow. Quite a story. I'd love to hear more about the story, but I think what we want to talk about is how it is so widespread. You don't, in your band, how many members are there?
Well, there's 5.
And 4 of them are affected by kidney failure.
That's
in
right.
some way.
In some way, either they're in their family or directly. Yeah, it's quite astounding. It's a coincidence, maybe, I don't know, but it just seems I was the first one, and then as we go along, our drummer is going to be giving a kidney to his son, and our sax player has had issues within his immediate family, and our bass player is struggling with some issues that may affect that down the line as well. So, like, we're in the know, and we want to do something about it, so that's what we're doing. We're spreading the word that it's something that affects so many people, and you don't even know that it's affecting you because you might
the scary part.
Well, that's the scary part, and
you might think you have the flu.
That's
or that you're tired, or it's just high blood pressure, or
exactly.
something like that.
And speaking of that, high blood pressure alone can make your kidneys fail. I mean, who knew that? Because I know lots of people with high blood pressure that don't think taking their medication all the time is really necessary. Well, after your kidneys fail, you'll wish you had. But
I get a sense we're going to share details about how you can participate in a walk in your community a bit later on in this edition of Go Island. In the meantime, I get the sense that it's kind of like a party. Is that right? The walks are a little bit party atmosphere. Why I'm getting that sense, I don't know. Maybe it's your energy.
Well, that's where we come in. We try to make it, fun and upbeat, and we usually do a little talk and bring the awareness of who are participants. Either they've received a kidney, or they've given a kidney, or they need a kidney, just so people can put a face to it and realize that this disease is really growing and everybody can do something about it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll let you know that it is a 10K, 5K walk, but you can also run it. The running room is involved, so if you're a runner, and I'm starting to try to become one, and I might just participate myself because it's always nice to have a goal, the running room's involved. And about 85% of the population put their hands up and say, yes, I would donate a kidney or an organ. Only 19% have actually signed up. You can sign up to be an organ donor at the Kidney Walk in Nanaimo on August 18th. From walking now to the always running 24/7 lifestyle of a stay-at-home dad. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. The Kidney Walk campaign is officially kicking off on Vancouver Island. The walks take place in 21 different communities across the province during the months of August, September, and October. It takes place here in Nanaimo on August the 18th, a 10 a.m. start right here at Maffeo Sutton Park. You can run or you can walk or stroll or glide or slide or whatever it is you want to do. There's other ways to get involved as a volunteer as well. You can get full details through the website. I'm going to give that address to you right now, kidney.ca/BC Walk. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, as you probably know by now. We're going to throw things over now to Kim Rock in Victoria. She has your big ticket concert listings. Yes, we are giving away 2 tickets and a meet and greet with Nazareth and the Headpins. They're in Nanaimo on July, I believe it's the 5th. Kim had all the information correct. This is Sydney the Kidney. We have to give you a contest. We're putting it on Facebook. The question is posted now on our Facebook page, Facebook, shawtv.cvi. Find the question there, give your answer. Kim gave it away in there, and we'll do a random draw on Monday, June the 17th. If you'd like to participate in your area's Kidney Walk, you can check out their website, kidney.ca/BC Walk. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. We'll see you next time.